Yep. I don't know. Listen, I don't have all these. What is it called? Yeah, but 7 TV, whatever. Twitch TV, better Twitch TV extension makes Google Chrome run at 1 frame per second when you're trying to watch videos on Twitter. Yeah, I don't have all that. I don't know what I can't means. I don't really understand wine time. I don't know what these mean. I never know what they mean. Why not? There's so many emotes. You gotta remember, like 6 years ago, I didn't even know what like Frank-a-Z meant. Frank-a-Z, I mean Frank-a-Z. I'm reading Thrift Grift. Are people really donating their Ninja air fryer with the pizza roll still inside? Dude, honestly, that's why like working at Goodwill like opened my eyes to the hypocrisy of man. People would they would donate garbage bags full of clothes that smelled like piss. We don't want that shit. How badly do you think of your fellow man that you're like, I'm gonna donate a bunch of like piss-soaked clothes? Well, I don't want them because they're soaked with my piss, but maybe someone out there who's less fortunate will like want to wear clothes that smell like my piss. Like, what's wrong with you? And like, maybe I've been a Goodwill worker for 3 years. It's awful. Hell is other people, man. It like maybe once a week, and I only worked there for like 6 weeks, but like so 6 times. You would get there for like opening, and there would be like 10 garbage bags of actual garbage in front of the Goodwill. Like, what possesses a person to do that? That they're like, I want to throw out garbage, but throwing out garbage makes me feel bad. So instead, I'm going to give my garbage to Goodwill on the naive assumption that they'll like sort through it. They'll sort through like literal food waste to find something that they can resell, and then I'm recycling and I'm doing a good deed. Like, what's wrong with you? People would donate like old food or like cardboard boxes with like, you know, rat holes chewed through it and stuff like that. It's very annoying. Also, like when you work at Goodwill, at least when I worked there, I made minimum wage, and they had you doing like some, I don't want to say it's unsafe shit, but shit that I was like not trained to do. Like my job description was like, you know, sort through stuff that people donate, and then if it's trash, throw it in the trash, and if it's not trash, you go up the chain and you give it to someone who sets the prices. And when I worked there, I was like, oh man, I could aspire to that job. I want to be the person who sets the prices, because they get to sit down, they don't have to look at garbage, they only look at the stuff that's been sorted through after it was garbage. But then, like, once every few days, they would be like, hey, the truck just arrived. Can you help me unload it? And all of a sudden, I'm 18 years old, 135 pounds. I'm working with, like, a 55-year-old, 350-pound, like, chain smoker who can lift a refrigerator by himself. I'm pulling, like, solid oak tables out of a tractor trailer and stuff like that for $7.75 Canadian an hour. Like, that was irresponsible, man. Then I got a job that summer where I could sit down and listen to my MP3 player instead. I ran the Sanyo down. It died on my last day of work at that office job. It was kismet. Sounds like gains. Well, like, if I had worked there longer, I definitely would have been in, like, insane shape, for sure. No doubt about it. Why don't you give me one of those? And then, I don't know, man. I'm not really sold on any of this. I'm going to roll for the future. I'm going to sing for the laughter and sing for the tears. You did it for a single day? What are you talking about? I did it for 6 weeks. I mean, you could still, like, be dismissive about doing it for 6 weeks. You don't have to lie about it. I was only a mover for a day. Being a mover for a day also opened my eyes. I was a temp. I didn't have a job one summer, so I applied at a temp agency thinking like they would be like, wow, this guy types really fast. Let's have him do data entry. Get a call at like 9 p.m. the next night that's like, hey, can you be ready at 4:45 a.m.? There's a moving company needs a warm body. Can you come across town and be at the office at 5:30? So I'm like, no, and my parents are like, yes. So fair enough. I didn't grow up in like the 50s where they like kick me out, but they were like, please do something. Like you're doing nothing. You're withering on the vine here. Okay, in hindsight, I think they might have been right. So my dad drove me across town. I got there at 5:30. It's me and a bunch of like guys who look like they compete on the world's strongest man. I'm a skinny, literally 18-year-old kid who like I do calisthenics. My cardio is pretty strong. And then so they're like, okay, you're gonna like you get in the truck at like 6:30 a.m. Right? I'm in like an 18-wheeler. Two guys in the front who have worked together for like 20 years, and then me just in the back. They don't tell me anything. We drive for like an hour and a half to a town I've never even heard of, take all the stuff out of their house, load it in the truck, drive to their new house, which is like 45 minutes away, take it all out of the truck, unload it. They're carrying like 18 Rubbermaid containers down the stairs with one hand every time. I'm taking like one. Even the owners of the house were like, why does this guy work at the moving company? Like, it was just a very bad fit. And then... So that was like we've been working from 6:30 was when we got into the truck until like I don't know, it was like 5:45, and then we finally finished the move. Then we had to drive 90 minutes back to the office. So I'm like, this shit is like a 14-hour day. And then while I was in the 18-wheeler in the back, the driver of the truck was just like smoking weed the whole time. And I'm like, I don't know if this, like, I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna die today. Like, this dude is high as hell. He's just been lifting heavy boxes for 12 hours straight. And he's blazed driving my 18-year-old ass at like 130 kilometers an hour in an 18-wheeler down the 401. I thought that might be like my last day on planet Earth. Anyway, we did get time and a half, though. That was nice. Why would I... Oh, maybe that's fine. Maybe it's okay. Oh, we're getting a level next turn anyway. Give me one of those. Sure. Driving high is the only way to drive in Vancouver? I'm starting to realize when I see people do, like, insane stuff on the road every day. Apparently all you... MFers are driving under the influence all the time. Some of the stuff that I see is now starting to make a lot more sense. I don't want an armadillo, though. I don't want an armadillo. My armadillo hurts. I simply don't... I'm not interested. Even though the food was, like, perfect for it. I'm simply not interested. Okay, why don't you take a cucumber for now? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I lived. I lived. I am still living. Thoughts on polos with zippers? I mean, I guess I'm for them, honestly. I mean, it's a wool polo. It feels nice. I will say, though, so I know we're getting stun locked for 10 minutes between each round. It's not Lululemon's fault. I broke my other pair of Lululemons last night. When I was pulling my pants back up after sitting down on the toilet, my heel was like slightly akimbo and it got stuck on the fly. So when I went zoop to pull it up, the heel was like, it was pushing against something rigid and it ripped the fly. That one's my fault. So I was like, I've blown out a lot of pairs of pants now. I was going through my like drawer to figure out what to wear. I got a lot of shorts. I got to do some laundry, to be honest. I have probably like 4 or 5 pairs of pants. Like, listen, I've got a laundry hamper that's divided, okay? In the right side of the laundry hamper goes stuff that I wear regularly, which needs to be washed between every use. Shorts and t-shirt, towels, from working out, dry fit shirts, t-shirts, blah, blah, blah. And then in the left side, towels, jeans, khakis, slacks, sweaters, etc., etc. So I got that left side is like pretty full right now. That's where my other pants are. I'm wearing a 34 waist pair of H&M dress pants that I bought in Iceland just when I needed a pair of pants for a wedding that was there, and all I had were jeans. And they are not staying up very well. It is like I gotta if I go for a walk today, I'm gonna have to like wrap some duct tape around the waistline. Like it is. I am no longer a 34, which feels nice, honestly. Belt? Well, it's the problem is my belt is also a 34. So like my belt hasn't really been keeping my pants up. If anything, I've been pushing my stomach out to keep my belt up. So I'm at the point on my belt where I think like I need to drill a new hole. But it's a nice belt. Like I don't want to drill a hole with a cordless IKEA drill into my nice belt. I think I might just have to get a little fat again. Go buy a new belt? Yeah, but like belt, I guess. But here's the thing. I run through them. Any clothing I wear that's below my waist, I have like some caustic sweat. It just like my pants explode, my belts they start to fray and stuff like that. So like the only belts that have really like survived for me have been really nice belts, but those are expensive. So I don't want to get like an H&M size 32 belt and then like in a month like the cardboard is coming off from like the faux leather. I don't know, man. I gotta figure out what's. Listen. I got a lot of stuff to do this weekend. I gotta buy some new pants. How about mini cheap belts? Listen, come on. You're 30, figure it out. That's such like a child's way of looking at the world, though. I remember being like 15 and being like, man, I can't wait till I'm 25, so I have like this whole life thing figured out. You just like don't know. You just figure it out as you go forever. It's not like you wake up one day and you're like, I'm 28 now. Like I know that I can take. I've never been to like a tailor. I've never been to a cobbler. Every once in a while, you'll like drive past a place and it'll be like Bill's cobbling, and you're like, I didn't even know that still existed in the modern day. But apparently, people are still getting like their shoes mended. I've only recently been to the dry cleaner. Now I feel like a dry cleaning pro. I go to the dry cleaner, I drop off like 4 things, they give me a slip, and I'm like, I know what to do with this. I'm not gonna tell you because you're being condescending. Why don't you Google how to get your dry cleaning done when you want to go have a human interaction, okay? Tell me, please, tell me. Sorry. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm rolling. Yes! This is how we do it. The ant can go. I'm going complete psycho mode. Double dolphin. I would love a lynx if we got one. I already know I get my rugs dry cleaned. They can't be washed normally like peasant carpet. What the hell are you talking? Listen, I support what you said because it's hilarious. You're the dude out there keeping the rug stores going? Always wondered. Sometimes you like walk by a store and you're like, $2,700 rug. I wonder how that industry's doing right now. Apparently, is doing just fine. Even though they're always going out of business 365 days a year. Don't shoot me. I'll freaking shoot you in Minecraft. Allegedly. Or whatever. Such as. Okay, you're gonna beat me on this one. It's pogging. My wife bought 4 rugs and I hate it. Listen, I don't want to be like heteronormative. But I do think that it's fair to say that as a man, I don't understand the female penchant for rugs or for pillows. Like one pillow on my bed, very important. A couple of pillows on the couch so that if two people are sitting there, you can put a pillow behind your head so it's not like buttoned up against the wall. Like sometimes I'll go to like, I go home to my parents' house. There's like 3 pillows on each side of the bed, blankets, and then like another blanket draped over the foot of the bed. And sometimes then like under the pillows for your head, there's like a long cylindrical pillow. I don't even know that one goes like under your neck to support your head, because otherwise your head wouldn't be able to be supported by like the 6 pillows. Or like to sit on somebody's couch. They're like, oh, just take a seat on the couch. And you're like, well, how many of these pillows do you want me to like throw on the ground? You're making like a Jenga tower. I don't need this many pillows, man. Candles I get. Candles listen, I'm a little stun locked. Whenever I walk into our house and my wife has lit a candle, I'm like, wow, it's nice in here. I like it. I like it. You know what? You should go and let's go crazy. Prince voice. Let's go crazy. I was trying to think like of the male example, and I apologize. These are patriarchal gender roles, but I was like, rugs and pillows. Throw pillows are to women as blank is to men, and all I could think of was whiskey. I feel like anytime I go into like a man's apartment, there's always like 7 bottles of like 1/3 consumed whiskey on a shelf on display or something. And I can't even like, that's me too. There's just something about it. Like if I'm in a liquor store and I'm like, whoa, look at that. Is that a Suntory from the barrel? I could add that to my collection. Like it's just, it has a pull that I don't fully understand. Why am I buffing a dolphin? It is true. For relaxing times, you do have to make it a Suntory time. Raspberry pies? Okay, maybe. I don't know. I can't say tools because my wife is handier than I am. Like, it's not even close. Funko Pops. I don't know, man. We did go to, when we went to the mall, we went into like a, this run's going nowhere. Let's just level with each other. We got no HP on anybody. When we went to the mall, we went to a toy store. I would say probably 30% of the inventory in the toy store was Funko Pops. Like, I knew they were popular. I didn't know they were that popular. That's 5 wins. Okay, let's not get so stun locked this time. Let's hold it together. They are Funko popular. So true, so true. I mean, like, I think, and listen, there's probably people watching this that are, like, into Funko Pops. There's got to be, like, at least, like, 5 or 10. Whatever, who cares? Like, everybody's into, I'll be an underwater stinker. That's where I like to leave them. Whatever you're into is fine. Everybody's into, like, some embarrassing stuff. Never being into some stuff that society looks down on is a great way to have, like, no hobbies, I think, overall. So, like, I'm not trying to insult you, but I am also saying, like, I sort of don't get it. They kind of like bat chest stocks, because there is an element of, like, collecting them, right? Like, there's, like, a rarity to the Funko Pops. Are there people out there that are like trading Funko Pops? Modern Beanie Babies? That's another thing. I thought that the Thai corporation, the Beanie Baby manufacturers, I thought they were out of business. But actually, they're still selling Beanie Babies. They're just selling them for like $7 instead of like, you know, $50 and then possibly reselling them for like $1,000. Yeah, they sell them in gas stations. You know, if you're in like a Walgreens, you're just walking down like an aisle, there'll be like a basket of Beanie Babies and stuff. Kangaroo is good enough. We just need to figure out where the heck it actually like goes. It goes. Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know. I'll try something like that. I'll try something like this for one round. Wonder how Funko Pop stock is doing. Hey, did you know that if you bought Amazon in the year 2000, like at the lows in the 2000 .com bubble, from then to today, you're up 100,000%. That's pretty good. Did you know if you bought Monster Energy stock at IPO, you'd be up 300,000%? I can't even do the numbers. What is that, like 3,000x on your money? Like every dollar you invested got you $3,000? It's a number so big I can't do the math. Hey, Totally Envy, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Is that adjusted for inflation? Okay. Good one, good one. Okay, if you adjusted it for inflation, you would be up 3,000% minus about, I mean, like relative percentage, I don't know. You would probably be up around 2,000, like 994% or something like that. Anyway. What am I doing? What am I doing? I got stun locked again. Busting out the time machine. There's no choice. We have to fix the timeline. No, I'm not. I'm simply not sold on it. I'm simply not sold on it. Nah, I don't care. You're good enough, just barely. You insult me. Me when I'm the on-call Twitter engineer. Me when I'm the last full-time staff working at Twitter, apparently. 2 days after the acquisition. Okay, that round was not good. But that's our first loss. I'm keeping a bet. I'm selling you. I'm going to try an emergency pivot, okay? This is not... Your safety is not guaranteed if you find yourself running Woodpecker Pineapple, but I feel like we have to make some decisions, okay? You going to stay on Twitter? Well, like, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to leave out of principle. Like, if I was going to leave the website because it was ass, the time to do that was, like, when I signed up. But, like, if it gets a lot worse, then yeah, probably. I mean, here's the thing, though. Like, once, and we said it yesterday, like, once Twitter's dead, like, that's it for me for social media. Like, if everybody that I read tweets from abandons Twitter... then I'm like gonna just turn the lights out on my way out. YouTube community posting? No, I think I would. I think I'm honestly just full on posting. Yeah, I'd pop in the Discord now and then and be like, "Hey guys, what's up?" For sure. Bro, I think you gotta go. I don't know. I'm scared of this one though. But like, I think I think my posting era is like, I'm not gonna say it's coming to an end. But like, if Twitter actually goes down, or it is like at the point where nobody's using it anymore, so there's no point for me to use it, I think I'm all posted out. And I think that's good, actually. I think it's good to learn to, you know, return to the earth when you're not actually live or making videos. Remember what it's like to be part of society. It'll never happen. People say stuff like that smugly, but like on the weekends, there are weekends where I use my computer for like an hour across 2 days. Wake up, Peloton ride, yoga class, shower, eat some breakfast, go to the park, come back, eat some lunch, take the baby out for a nap, come back, maybe watch a little bit of TV, eat some dinner, put the baby to bed. Then I'm like, you know, set the videos, go to bed. So like, there's definitely, my touching grass era is definitely like, it's in effect right now. I like this in all caps. Take baby out for a nap? What? What's the confusion here? Here's the thing. You suck to buff. I'm going to sell you, and this puts us in a very vulnerable period. But if we can get a kangaroo or 2 dolphins, then we're feeling pretty good. I'm sorry. We have to go back. We have to fix the timeline. So this is the world's worst penguin right now, but just give it a minute. Take them out? Yeah, take her out in the stroller, because otherwise, like, you know, you put her down, like, in her room, and then you gotta wait for her to fall asleep, which takes, like, frickin', no disrespect, sometimes it takes frickin' forever, dude. Babies like to nap in the stroller. No, I don't put her out on the balcony. As humorous as that would be, you know what? You're gone. We're done, aren't we? This one's cooked. I got 2 wins. I got a penguin buffing a moth. Didn't kill nearly enough on that. Yeah, it's cooked. It's cooked. It is crazy. Like, I mean, it was crazy at the time. I'll pay out the 4s here. But I was like 12 or 13 when Michael Jackson dangled his own kid over the balcony. It definitely gets like more crazy the more time that passes. What do you mean that was kind of pog? Insane comment. Humorous because I know you're joking, but still. Let me be a fatherly machine. You telling me you've never dangled your baby? Well, like, sometimes, like, legitimately it happens by accident. But, like, you're holding your kid, and you're like, I got an iron grip, and then your kid is like, nope. They're trying to, like, struggle to get you to drop them over the edge of a boat or something like that, and then you're like, okay, well, then we're moving away from the edge of the boat. Never deliberately, though. I think Michael did it on accident. He legit went, like... He had the baby like this, and then went over the balcony like... And then everyone went, whoa! And he went, oh, wait, my bad. That's not what you wanted? It was a misunderstanding? Well, yes, I agree with that. I think that Michael Jackson misunderstood that that's not something you should do. If that's what you mean by a misunderstanding, sorry, that's then I would agree with your assessment. Anyway, the important thing is, at the end of the day, he didn't drop the baby. So, like, I don't see why you guys are being so anal about it. Everything turned out to be completely fine. Come on. You're really not going to give me a level? Like... Oh, actually, that's pretty good. I'll accept that as comeuppance. Saved? Not saved. We're dead. Thoughts on what NL will pivot to next? I wouldn't feel comfortable running the casino on that because I don't even have an answer. Kangaroo? I think they meant game. I don't think they meant, what animal? Give me 2 bats. You ever do the thing where, like, I paused before I took an action. So you might have been thinking, hey, this guy's thinking about what to do. And I think that's what my brain was trying to signal. I wasn't doing anything. I was just looking at the screen and waiting for, like, an answer to appear in my head. I was not actively putting any work at all into evaluating the possible situations and the counterfactuals. I was just looking at the screen. I was staring, correct. I was going full head empty. A little pineapple? Dude, our levels are all messed up. It's like a concert during the Donda 2 era. +2, -2, +2, -2, +2, -2. Remember the levels? We could joke about it. I'm getting a lot of +2s. Okay, I'll take that. +2, -2, +2, -2. Hey, a level. Okay, okay, maybe. Levels, Jerry. Looking good, NL. Thank you. I've long said you're not allowed to comment on my personal appearance unless it's complimentary. If it's complimentary, then I am a free speech supporter. If it's you look like you're already dead, get banned. You should never objectify anyone else's appearance ever under any circumstances. If it's I haven't watched in a year and you look a lot better, listen, we really shouldn't be commenting on anyone's physical appearance, but ooh, say less. Pretty fly for a bald guy. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, cinco says. Hold on, we're kind of pogging now. 3 wins. That's pog in some ways, such as. I'm digging the gray in the beard. Perma band. You should never comment on anybody else's physical appearance ever under any circumstances. Okay, Moth is gone. Lynx is in. Lynx is buffed. Pillbug's getting buffed. I love when you get a Lynx because it means you never have to do anything except play Go Fish. You finally have an excuse to just roll and then see if you get animals you already got. And if you got them, bam. It's head empty gaming. Look at this. Beautiful. Could use a crocodile, but I don't really want to sell anything. I would rather focus on buffing the units we already have. Don't really want an alpaca. Come on. Come on! Okay, that's good enough. Come on! Give me a dolphin or lynx, please. Dolphin? Give me a dolphin or give me a freaking lynx, dude. I mean, never mind. We're still hanging. We got nothing to worry about. Alpaca would go hard. First time seeing the game. I just think they're neat. 14-8. I mean, you need, like, if you're going to do this, you need, like, a garlic or something. You need some sort of garlic. But 6-6 buff. I'm not going to turn up my nose. Who would be the strongest Super Auto Pets animal IRL? I'm going to go out on a limb and say dragon would be pretty unbeatable. That's just a straight shooter with upper middle management written all over it. T-Rex? I would take a dragon over a T-Rex. I would definitely take a dragon over a bus. I guess in an abstract sense, sure, I might take a microbe over anything. But I think we're getting into... I mean, is a microbe all bacteria on planet Earth? That seems a little... Or all... Well, can I be honest with you? I have a degree in biology. What the heck is a microbe? Is a microbe a blanket term that refers to any infectious agent? Or is it only infectious bacteria? Or is it only viruses? Or is it both? It's any microorganism. Is a virus an organism? So an organism has to be alive. People are like, they're not fully sold on whether a virus is a living thing, right? You can laugh all you want. This run actually has a shot. With a level 2 dolphin and a lemon on top of our strongest unit, I would say 10 is not likely, but it is possible. Like, this guy is pretty freaking strong. And yet... Bro, what did you do first year in Queens? Basically just like 12th grade again. What did you do first year in Queens? I mean, if you're not in computer science or engineering or like painting, I'm pretty sure that's what you do your first year in Canadian undergrad at least. I'm enjoying the weakness here. I don't want to sell it. You studied at Queens? Don't make it sound... I mean, yes, did I do some studying while I was at the university known as Queens? Yes, but like why are you making it sound like I was like... I did a fellowship. I was a Rhodes Scholar at Hearst-Monceau Castle. I was at the school, and I did my work for the most part. I told you, I'm playing Go Fish. You're a piece of junk. C's get degrees? I did not get a C. Well, I mean, I got some C's, but I did not have a C as my GPA. I'll have you know I graduated. I have the H on the end of my degree. I don't merely have a Bachelor's of Science. I have a Bachelor's of Science with a capital H afterwards for the honors program. Come on. We can do this. Come on, give me something I already get. Give me a lynx. Give me a lynx. I need a lynx. I need a lynx. All I need. It's everybody else is already holding equipment. Okay, now give me a horrible team. I would like to play against a horrendous team, please. I don't know. This is looking like it might be the strongest team I've ever gone up against in my life. Fair enough. I'll still take 8. I mean, 8 that's perfectly respectable. It's still like a kick-ass duke or something. We don't belong here. Speaking outrageously. I am a freak, I'm a weirdo. I wish I was special like you. Oh, I am not that special. Oh. Anyway, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry. Predatory Wasp of the Palisades, kind of a lit song. So true, so true. I like when they play like the hurdy-gurdy after the first verse. You know, where it goes like, and then they bring it back for the coda at the end. You know what I'm talking about? Pretty good artist. I will say, as much as I love Illinois, I'm an Age of Ads guy. Because I love it when music sounds worse. I know how that sounds, but you know what? Like, I like when the music, and this is like a very snobby, very make funnable thing to say, but like Illinois is just like good songwriting, very pleasant songs to listen to. It's a great album. But then Age of Ads is like, bam, pum, pum, boom, 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 and I'm like, man, this guy is going off. Nobody's putting the Age of Ads track list in like Little Miss Sunshine or something like that. What am I doing? Wait, you should level this turn. Pillbug is the exception that proves the rule. I exit because I'm an exception to the rule. There you go. Okay, honestly, I'll keep 2 frozen. I know it costs us a tier 2. I'm okay with that. I'm accepting that. Yeah, I'm accepting that. Sufjan, don't make the most boring song in the world challenge. Excuse me. Come on, Field of Illinois. That's not a boring song. If you wanted to make a joke, you would be like, hey, Sufjan, write a song that's not about falling in love with your best friend when you're both 9 years old at a sleepover challenge. Difficulty degree impossible. He would be like, I'd be like, what are you doing right? Like you're doing right now? Hey, scan the melancholy songs one by one so they don't get electrical interference. Hey, Sufjan, write a song that doesn't make me cry my freaking eyes out. 2006 era challenge, difficulty degree impossible. Thoughts on the Offspring's Americana? One of the many albums from my childhood that people think is good, but actually is bad, but just existed at a time when most people my age, including myself, I guess is self-evident, listened to it when they were like somewhere between 9 and 12 years old and had no critical standards, and then it wormed its way into your brain as if it was a good album, and then you didn't listen to it for 10 years straight, and then when you went to college, you're like, dude, that album is so good, and then you listen to it again, but it doesn't actually go through the part of your brain that's like, is this song actually good or not? You're just like, it's good because I recognize it. But it's got a couple of good songs. Really? I'm every freaking time with the... And it's going nowhere. That's the worst part. I mean, I just like... I have to say, regarding Americana... Like, I think... Putting on my pitchfork glasses, it's an album that needs to decide what it wants to be. Is it a serious album? Like with the songs The Kids Aren't All Right? Or is it a joke album because it's got pretty fly for a white guy and why don't you get a job? Which is basically a song that's like, it's just a complete straw man argument. My friend's got a girlfriend and he hates that B word. No, he doesn't. He tells me every day. He says, man, I really gotta lose my chick in the worst kind of way. Like, I'm okay. Oh, hey, why don't you get a job? Like, just, it's, I don't want to go off on a rant here, but does anybody else think that The Offspring's why don't you get a job is just puddle of muds, she freaking hate me for a millennial audience instead of Gen X? Nobody wants to work anymore. You know what, though? True. That's pretty true. That's, you know, that's pretty true. Okay, like you, I know you're, listen, you got to go first. This is a weird looking team, but in principle, it might not be pure ass. Or it might be. But a level 2 kangaroo is really good. Is really good. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, get out of here. I'm not going to give you garlic. I thought about it. I've realized that's not the right way to handle it. I am going to give you this. Now that I think could go hard. And you know what? 2 reasonable buffs. Why don't you take a little extra support? Have you been training for the Jeopardy Tournament of Champions? My brother in Christ, I can't even get on the Jeopardy where 2/3 of the people are losers every game. I don't mean like losers like, you know, like they don't have a life. I just mean they, on a literal level, they like lose the game. I'm not even good enough to get to the audition to play against other losers. So forget the Tournament of Champions. And if anything, I'll be honest with you, I think I'm getting a little stupider. Wiser, though. I would definitely say wiser, but stupider. I don't know. I gotta think about this dragonfly. It's not dementia. Have you seen me play Cook Serve Delicious? Like, I mean... Sure, 1 in 7 days, I kind of, like, blow it. But, like, for the most part, we're doing pretty good. If there was a category that was raising kids, you would do pretty well. Thank you, it's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me online. I don't know if that's true, though, because... I do feel like, I mean, you got to remember, I've only raised one up until the age of, like, 25 months, right? So, like, hold on. So everything post 25 months is, like, is unknown to me. One of the finest child rearing minds I've ever unknown. He's still in the early game. Copium, he's still in there. We could still do it, Copium. It's okay. He's got a level 2 deer. Oh, wait, but I got a level 2 deer. We're doing it? Try the new Call of Duty. No, I'm not going to do that. I didn't even play the good Call of Duty. Like last year. This one's like a 7, right? That's damning. I gotta think about this. You're probably good enough for now. We'll level you up next time if there is a next time. This one's considered one of the best of recent times. Really? Because it has, like, the reviews are not good. Now you have to choose. Are you gonna be the person who says, reviews lull? that makes you a Call of Duty stan? Or are you going to be the person who says COD lol that puts you on the side of the game journalists you spent 10 years maligning? It's a poison pill. It's a poison pill for the masses. Bottoms up. And the devil laughs. It's round 11. I'm going to try. I'm not going to guarantee it, but I'm going to try. Please hit the pill bug. No! Wait, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Lemon does such insane work. Hey, NL, TF2. Yeah, it's not going to happen. It's the same people who tell me, like, oh, you don't know what to play today? Maybe play Street Fighter 2 online. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Cut my view count by 75% and get my ass kicked for 3 hours by, like, 45-year-old guys from Queens. Sounds great. On Wi-Fi, no less. Would like to see a lemon. Not that interested. Gorilla, there's some temptation if I got a level 2 Stegosaurus. No lemon, huh? Another penguin? Possibly. I double tapped! Mario Kart double tap! Accurate, but I would watch it. I don't think you would. I don't. I'm sorry to tell you that I put some debate on you saying you would watch it. What happened to your squad, brother? Oh, God. Oh, man. Does lifting NL beat biking NL in a fight? Why is everyone so obsessed with fighting, like, all the time? I think what I will say is, I don't know the answer, but what I will say is, like, I feel like people who lift weights, as someone who knows nothing about fighting, it seems to me like people who lift weights drastically overrate what lifting weights will do for you in a fight. Like, the strongest people, the best fighters on the planet, like in the UFC, are not like 400-pound bodybuilders. They're people who, like, train to fight. Hey, Handsome Pants, thanks for the gifted subscriptions and the implicit suggestion to play Full Aces Tennis Simulator. So I don't know. I think we would both, whether I would kick my own ass at different phases of my own life, the important part is that I would mostly get my ass kicked by most other men that are my age and weight, I think. The weakness. How dare you with this weakness? How dare you? Hold on, though. Hold on, maybe? I really wish you'd preserved my lemon for me, you piece of junk. All +2ers don't lift weights? What are you going to do? You're going to get in like a... It's going to go down at a bar? You want to take this outside? You want to take this outside? Yeah, I do. I'll have you know I'm in the 4-3-2-1 club, okay? I squat 4 plates. You really want to go outside with this? You really want to go outside with this? You want to go up against this? You want to go up against this right now? Bro, you better hope you don't find yourself on my shoulders or like in between my shoulder blades on my back. You better hope you don't find yourself down here because you will go up and down like over and over. It's on site, dude. What are you talking about? Anyway, we got 8. Would you fight the mountain? No, I wouldn't. I'd prefer not to. Ideally. He has an advantage in every conceivable category. Hold on, that one I'm glad we don't have the heart rate monitor. You're out of breath? Yeah, I was squatting and talking the same time. You know, they tell you when you squat, you got to take a deep breath. Brace your core, and then you like breathe in on the way down, exhale on the way up. They don't tell you to shout and have like a full conversation while you're doing it.